Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of It's Called a Podcast, Sweetheart. I'm Andy Lagopus.
And I'm PinkStar, so glad to be here once again on this podcast where we talk everything Zootopia.
And I'm glad to be back.
Yay!
Sorry I missed last month. I heard the episode was great, it was a really good one.
Yes, the topic about sea mammals was really fascinating. Very cool to have Smilingdolphins as a guest on the last episode.
Yeah, it was great to listen to. If you haven't listened to it yourself, you should go check it out, hint, hint, audience. And just as a reminder, all of this is brought to you by the lovely patrons over at Patreon, patreon.com/ZNN.
So thank you everybody for supporting this project, and we hope you continue to do so, and also bring perhaps more people to join this project to look over it and share your thoughts about the topics we discuss here.
And starting as of when this episode releases, we've got some new updates for our Patreon. So, $1 a month, and you get your name in the end credits of these videos, these podcast episodes. Just like how pretty much every other YouTuber and podcaster does it. $5 a month, and you get to join the It's Called a Podcast Sweetheart Discord server, and join our live recording sessions so that you can comment and listen along and ask questions at the end of each episode. It's exclusive to only those who are there and are a part of the Patreon. So, that's a second bonus. And $10 a month, we are actually going to be making some merchandise ourselves. Hello everybody! I'm Andy Lagopus in real life, and I have a special announcement. After all these years, ZNN finally has our own merch. We got t-shirts, we got polos, we have tote bags, we have water bottles, we have hats, and yes, we have stickers, so you can slap the ZNN logo anywhere you want. Editor, put something right there for me to have just slapped that onto. Just don't make it inappropriate, okay? Here's how it all works. We collect orders from everyone, we send it over to our suppliers, they send you out the stuff, and you get it within 2 to 3 weeks of the store closing. This is a limited time run. The store is open from now through September 30th at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. After that, it is closed and these items are gone for good. To get some for yourself, go to znmerch.itemorder.com or go to zootopianewsnetwork.com and click the shop tab up in the top of the site. And as a special thank you to our Patreon supporters, if you are in the Slick Nicks tier, you get 25% off your order. So don't wait, this will only be open for around 2 more weeks until September 30th at 11:59 p.m. Go over to znmerch.itemorder.com and get yours today. I'm Andy Lagopus, and remember, as always, try everything. Now, back to the video. Before we begin this week's episode, what news from this past month?
Well, we have news of the new Disney attraction at Disney's Animal Kingdom at Orlando, Florida about Zootopia Better Together. We get to see a glimpse of the new costumes that Judy and Nick are going to be, how their new looks, how they're going to be appearing on the parks now, when the sequel is going to be released with their new outfits. It's going to be, they look pretty nice. And something really interesting to note is that Liz, in Nick's case, now his eyes look like they usually do on the film.
Mm-hmm. Just like half-lidded and kind of given the smirk.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So if you're at a Disney park, be sure to check them out.
Yeah, and also we get a bit more of info. Like we got we have some new artwork of a new character that is going to be appearing on the attraction. That's going to be
the Better Together show.
Yes, exactly. We previously had already heard or seen a little clip of Jennifer Goodwin recording her singing for the show.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's been a little bit, but yeah. So it's a full musical attraction.
Yeah, from what we can see up until now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we got a bit of a note that from Jared Bush that he has been notifying on Twitter about the all the people who have been recording up so far for the sequel. A lot of a lot of new actors that are coming onto the sequel, and of course from the cast we know from the first film.
So that's going to be interesting, including potentially Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song. So that will be very cool to see if that ends up being true and legit. I mean, I don't see why he would lie on Hot Ones. I genuinely don't. So I'm going to take him at his word that he might be playing a character in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have them feature in the movie with a cameo of. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be themselves, as in, or even their names being perhaps something similar with Gazelle, like a new name and everything.
Maybe. I personally think Brenda Song will be playing a actual character. I haven't heard any voice acting from Macaulay Culkin, but Brenda Song is a seasoned voice acting pro. Like, if anyone's a fan of Amphibia, she was the voice of Anne.
Yes, I remember that.
She's got great range, and Macaulay Culkin, like, come on. Who can forget his scream?
Yes, very true. We'll have
I'll
to look
be honest,
forward.
I haven't kept up with his career much, and I haven't heard or seen many movies with him in it since Home Alone. But, I know he's been in other stuff. It's on me for not knowing it.
Yeah, but
So,
it will be
sorry.
interesting to look forward on how they're going to be featured on the story.
So, with all that news behind us, let's get into today's episode, which is going to be a bit of a special one because today we're playing a game. And you, yes, you, listener, listening along, you can play as well.
This is going to be an interesting experiment. Well, starting with let's remember that the sequel is coming up in a few months, and something that it's also appeared up in social media recently. It's the news of new merch for the movie.
Yes. So, with the original Zootopia, it's kind of weird what happened with the merchandise. Disney kind of dropped the ball on it. They weren't expecting it to be a massive hit that it was, and you can see that in the merchandise that was released for the original Zootopia. Now, with the sequel coming up, there is going to be a bit more, and I hope that they know this time to actually get merch made.
That is true, but that will be mainly in the US or in general the West. Because in Asia, even with the original film, there has been tons of merch, of like
Oh,
official licensed merch on the Zootopia. Well, on the Disney parks, in both in China and in Japan, there's been tons of official merch. In the Disney official stores from Asia, there has been very tons of merch that we barely get to see here on the West.
Yeah, that's partly due to the way Disney parks are set up in Japan and in Asia in general. Well, I believe Disney Asia or Disney Parks Asia, at the very least Japan. I'm not sure if this applies to Shanghai and Hong Kong as well, but Japan is actually owned by a separate company that licenses it from Disney, and as a result, they produce their own merch and such with Disney's license, but so it is official merch, but it is exclusive to the Japanese and other Asian parks. So you can only get it there.
Or unless you try to go online, like in stores like Taobao, for instance, that it's a very popular Chinese website where you can buy merch, both official and everything. Or you can also use other pages, or even on eBay, you can find all this merch and it's legit.
Right, but a lot of that is people buying it from the parks and then reselling it. Or something to that effect. Point is, Asia gets all the best merch. And
Indeed.
that has been the case for the past 9 years.
True,
Even
true.
when the movie was in theaters. Which is a real shame. As a result, though, there is plenty of official merchandise that looks bootleg, and bootleg merch that looks official.
How curious indeed.
So, today, we're playing a little game. Each of us have collected different pieces of merch that we have found, and we're going to present it to each other, and we have to guess whether or not it is real or it is fake. Now, for definition's sake, real includes official and licensed, and purchasable, and some of that money will go back to Disney. Fake includes fan-made, bootleg, knockoff, like anything that doesn't have an official Disney license and or is not purchasable. No money goes back to Disney from a purchase.
But it can also be purchasable but not official.
Yeah, you can buy it, but you won't be it won't be going back to Disney if you do.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
That's the difference. Official, either from Disney being sold directly or licensed, or unofficial, not licensed, and not approved by Disney. So, we're going to be going back and forth, and I'll start off by giving an example of something that is absolutely fake.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay, so this is something that was making the rounds on Twitter earlier that is just hysterically bad. The Zootropolis Cookbook, a zootropical menu. Oh boy. This thing is, well, it's something alright.
Can it be qualified as an abomination?
That's a word for it. It has some interesting choices. So, for one, Zootropolis, the British version, gives away where the creator is from. But, importantly, when we shared this with one of the Brits on the ZNN team, they had the audacity to put first off, the first thing in this cookbook is tea. But what on earth is tea powder? The recipe calls for 1 cup milk, 2 teaspoons tea powder, a quarter cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now, I've never drunk tea. Genuinely.
Really?
But I've been told that, from what I do know, that would make an awful cup of tea. What is tea powder?
No idea.
Me either. So, there's that to start off, but then it continues. There are a bunch more drinks. There is weird descriptions, like how it says Nick made Judy tea as she sat in front of the computer. He did not, ever in the movie. Then there's the Squeaky Burger, saying Bug-A-Burger is a popular joint in the book and the movie that serves Squeaky Burger. Horrible grammar aside, Bug-A-Burger was a concept from the concept art and such, but never made it into the final movie.
It doesn't look appetizing.
No, it doesn't. It calls for sweet potatoes, paprika, mayonnaise, chipotle, tomato, onion, beetroot, burger buns, and lettuce leaves. Nothing to make this a burger. It's supposedly like the patty is made of like sweet potato and beetroot with mayonnaise, paprika, and chipotle whisked together. Like, that's not a burger. I don't know what it is. It's just, why? Also, important thing, there are meat recipes, as in beef.
Okay.
That would not fly in Zootopia. So, for example, there are slider burgers, that include 2 pounds of minced beef. I'm sorry, but Chief Bogo would have words for whoever is, like, serving beef in Zootopia. And put them behind bars, because that's cannibalism there. It goes on to have a dessert section. There are popsicles. I'll give them credit for that. There's popsicles. And they do look like actual popsicles. Like from the movie. But it gets weirder because when it comes to the Jumbo Pop, there's just a picture of marshmallows.
The heck?
Yeah. It's just Jumbo Pop made of 12 marshmallows, white chocolate, butter, sprinkles, and skewers. That's not a Jumbo Pop. That's a skewer of marshmallows that you dip like fondue. That's not even related. All in all, this thing is clearly written by AI. And not even modern, like, ChatGPT 5.0. No, this is 2022 AI. So, yeah. There's an example of something that is very obviously not real. Very obviously fake. I'll give another example of something that is real, that is not necessarily clear that it's not real, or that it is real.
Let's see.
We have these two keychains. One with Judy that says, "Don't call me cuddly," and one with Nick that says, "Sly guy." Neither of which are lines they say in the final movie.
But still, there's Thunderbird that has these two tags, or how you call it?
Catchphrases?
Catchphrases, yep. Because I also have official merch from South Korea, and they have those same phrases in stickers. So I will say that I will personally say that it's a translation mistake, and that originally the line, because obviously here it is "Don't call me cute" about Judy, and with Nick will be Sly Fox. But perhaps the translation in Asia of those catchphrases was different, perhaps?
Except these are official from the Disney store in the UK.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't understand, like, speaking about
there was no translation going on here.
In marketing strategy, I don't know why they were going about with that. Like, it's not connected.
Well, partially, I think it has to do with the merchandise teams getting a different version of the movie than we got. Because movies take a long time to produce and merchandise takes a while to make. And so they would have seen a version that is not the final one that made it into the theaters.
Yeah.
Usually, this isn't too big of a deal. Usually, it's pretty close. But remember, with Zootopia, they made major changes right up until the end. I'm thinking that might be what happened here, but it's kind of hard to tell. So, that's a piece of official merchandise, though. That is from a Disney store, bought from a Disney store.
Like, if we take the catchphrases aside, they do look legit.
Yeah, they're very well-made keychains. But the phrases are what is kind of weird here. And that's something that we kind of come to expect with Zootopia merch. So, hence the game we're playing. So, without further ado, we will start by giving a bit of a description of the item, sharing the picture, and then the other one will have to guess, is it real or is it fake? Whoever has the most points at the end? I don't know. What do you think for a prize?
What can we... wait, there's going to be a prize or a punishment? No.
I don't know. Do you want to do a prize or punishment?
I don't know. Okay, yeah, because technically the audiences also be part of the game.
True. So, if you're playing along at home, before we reveal whether it's real or fake, post down in the comments what you think it is. And then go back and edit your comment, not to correct it, but for the next thing. Or just, actually, just post another comment.
Yeah.
We could use the engagement.
Yep.
This is totally not engagement bait.
You can take notes on what word do you think were fake or legit, or like, oh, there's more legit merch than I originally thought, because like here we have that idea that there's not many merch. Well, years ago there was not a lot of official Zootopia merch, but nowadays obviously things have changed, and of course there's lots of merch.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to choose from, but it's hard to tell sometimes whether it's actually licensed or not. So, shall we begin?
Okay.
Well, we each have 6 items, I believe.
Yep.
So, do you want to start things off, or shall I?
Okay, let me start.
And our editor can keep a tally of who gets it right more, like 1 point for each correct guess.
I like to want to think that I'm gonna do terrible at this, but whatever.
I have no idea what you found, so
Okay.
I could do just as bad.
Let's see. What do you think about this merch that we have right here? We have a black T-shirt that only says the following: Gideon Grace, real good baked stuff. And we have a pie.
Okay, that's the logo and stuff from his truck in the movie, so it looks good, but I don't know. I'm gonna say, because trouble is third-party retailers and stuff can license things, so it's kind of up in the air. But I am going to guess that this is not real. Final answer.
You sure?
I mean, no, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 80% sure, because Disney keeps forgetting about Gideon, and I don't think that they would really do a t-shirt just for him.
Okay.
Which is a shame. Gideon deserves way more love and attention and respect than what he got.
Okay, let me send you this link.
Yep.
What do you think?
From the Disney store.
Yes.
Okay, it's real.
It's real, yes. When I also looked at it, like, is it actually real? Because, like, there's barely anything about Gideon Grey on merch or anything. Like,
yeah. Okay, so -1 point to me. Okay. All right, off to a great start.
but, like, I don't blame you. I was also pretty surprised with this shirt. Like, is it true?
Mm-hmm. All right.
But the thing
So,
is that
my
you
turn.
can only find it, or at least right now, I only found it through Amazon.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. But if it's from the Disney store, it's from the Disney store. Okay.
Yep.
Next up, we have this wonderful mug with a still frame of Flash from the original teaser trailer.
Haha.
What do you think?
I have seen official mugs with Flash feature on it, and
But it's usually like a picture, like art of Flash. Not just a still frame image, yeah?
yes, exactly, like it kind of looks like a mock-up.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a 3D render, which it probably is, to be fair, but like,
It looks also too simple. Like,
what do you think?
I would say it's fake.
Drum roll, please. It is real!
Oh no.
From the DisneyStore.com.
Oh no. Seriously?
It also comes in other colors, but only the internal part, not the outside. Just the inside can be different colors.
Like, is Disney not really taking notes from Disney, like the Disney from here, officially from America? Like, they do not take note on Disney Asia with the variety of their merch. Like, this looks cheap.
Yeah, it looks cheap and it looks more fake than some of the stuff we'll be seeing here. So, yeah. I don't know what's up with Disney's merchandising with this. Normally, they are on the ball.
This is crazy.
But, yeah. All right, next up.
Or
What do you
perhaps
got?
you could have made they could have made Flash a bit bigger. Like he looks too small on the mug.
He does.
Or
And they're asking like $21 for this.
yeah, and the mug is all white. Like maybe you could have made a bit more of a design. Maybe I don't know, the be yellow with some
no, they have
Zootopia pattern or
they have
something. Oh, it's
they have different
customized.
things.
You can customize it.
It's customizable, but only in a like certain way where you can customize like the handle and inside of the mug.
No.
Not the picture.
Seriously, no.
Yeah, like look at that.
This idea
like,
is terrible. No.
Yeah. Okay, so next up.
Okay.
What have you got?
I have this figurines of Nick and Judy.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, those are very well detailed. They're very well made. They look like they even have like the right textures of materials for the shirt and the pants and everything. Even the popsicle is the right texture. Wow.
Yeah.
See, as
very
a guy
well
who
detailed.
does miniature painting as a hobby, this is very well made.
Yes, it is.
Real or fake though? That's a tough one. I am going to say it is real with the caveat that it is a licensed thing from an Asian company that does models like this and is very good at models like this. That's my guess.
Let's see.
Okay, so
Ding, ding,
Gong
ding, ding.
Studio, it is real.
Yeah.
Yay! Licensed with Gong Studio in...
And Pop Mart.
And Pop Mart. Okay. And they have interchangeable hands and faces.
Yeah, and for instance, Judy can also hold her CPD badge.
Nice.
Nick also has his sunglasses, his coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very well detailed.
Yeah. And 7.99 yuan. What is that in US dollars?
And this is pretty recent
Google.
merch.
Yeah. Okay, $112 for the set. You know, that is not an awful price either. Dang it, why does Asia get all the good stuff?
Right?
Like, these are really good.
Yeah, and they also, like, if you check out on Twitter, they have license with other franchises, and their merch is really cool. Like, there's a recent post they made on Baymax, and he looks pretty real. He looks pretty legit.
All right, here is the next one. All right, so there's some stuff coming out for Zootopia 2 based on the various outfits that are seen in the movie, or in the trailer so far. And one of the more popular ones we have seen is this shirt that Nick was wearing that says Foxy Dad on it.
Okay. Considering that...
Now, is it real or fake?
I will have to say difficult, because I know there's already merch out there for the sequel, but I isn't it a bit too soon to release in this case clothing for merch? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, a lot of merch stuff gets released early. Like, I remember for Frozen, the merchandise accidentally spoiled that Hans was going to be the villain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They legit did that. So what do you think?
I would say it's too early. I will say it's fake.
You are correct. That is on Redbubble, which anybody can publish to, and like they have very weak licensing lines and stuff.
Yeah,
So
and also it doesn't look like
and people can like make their own designs and post them there.
Yeah, I'm trying to
be
remember, like, from the trailer, like, it doesn't look identical in any way. So, yes.
Well, to be fair, it had the option to change colors of the shirt, but that's the actual shirt from the trailer.
Yeah, like the little tail on the Y, it looks bigger on the shirt. From
Yeah, and it's the wrong color.
Yeah, it's the color for the blue color. It has to be darker, a dark blue.
Yep. All right, so 1 point to you.
Yay!
What you got?
We got an even score now. Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
What the?
It is.
I'm sorry. What is that? Okay.
Apparently, it's a 3D music box puzzle.
A music box puzzle of this. Like, don't get me wrong. It looks amazing. Like, I would love to have one of these. I'm like, this is a puzzle?
Apparently, it is.
Wow. This is tricky. I'm going to go with real but also Asian.
I have this link.
Okay, DIY's Land.
It
Looks like the sort of company that would be licensed for this.
It kind of looks like it, but there's nothing that officially says that it's licensed. That's the thing.
Good point.
So I will say that it is not official.
Okay. I mean,
because they
see, this one's tricky. This is where it gets really tricky because they don't always say if it's like licensed or not.
They have tons of topics about the DIY crafts in this case, because they also use other franchises and so. But there's if you look through their information, there's nothing that says that they work with other companies. So I will say that it's not legit in the sense that it's licensed. That's my.
I'm going to say that one might be a nebulous, maybe real, maybe fake.
Yeah.
That's kind of a trick question, though.
Yes, because you can only buy this online.
From this specific
website
company and such. Well, but if it is real, it's great. If it's not real, I'm sorry, DIY's Land, but we may have accidentally just revealed you to Disney. So
sorry.
See, it's tricky sometimes. It's really tricky sometimes.
Because I'm going through with
For the purposes of this competition, we'll say not official, because there's no indication that it is officially licensed. Yeah, take notes, Disney.
Specifically Disney on the West, because Asia is doing a pretty good job.
Asia keeps getting good stuff. But this is a company that does like international shipping and stuff, so I don't know. All right, on to this one. So next month, as of when this episode is out, things are getting a bit spooky. It's Halloween season, you know? I've already seen a couple of Spirit Halloweens pop up in local strip malls.
Yep, I also been seeing a lot of Halloween stuff back here on home.
So, I give you... this.
Okay. A costume.
This thing.
A children's costume.
Yeah.
I want to say that it's legit because, like, they do tend to make costumes on kids' sizes, so they can wear it on Halloween or costume parties.
That's your final answer?
Yes, like it does kind of look legit. I'll be surprised if it is fake.
It is unclear.
Again?
Yeah, so this is one of those Halloween costume companies that it's very hard to tell how closely licensed their stuff is.
This
If
guy.
it's officially licensed or not. Because a lot of it looks off-brand, but at the same time could be real.
I like to say they're legit in the sense that there's tons of licensed franchises here. We have Minecraft, we have Harry Potter, we have Disney princesses,
Okay.
Nintendo
So
characters.
for the purposes... Okay, so based on their other products, for the sake of this, we'll say it is real. Anyways. So, there's that. That one was real.
Yes.
What have you got next?
Okay, I have this little Judy plushie.
Aw. Okay, that is well done. It's clearly machine stitched for the eyes and everything. The material looks relatively cheap, but not well, okay, so it looks almost handmade. Especially around the vest, bulletproof vest part of her outfit, that looks like hand cut almost. So I'm going to say not real, but fan made.
Okay, let me see. Where's the link? Here it is. Here's the link. We can judge it.
Okay.
Like-
eBay. That. Okay, so this. Oh wait, hold on. There's a tag on it. Okay, no, that's real.
Yeah, if you go through that same, if you say that similar.
Yep, there's a tag that says Disney Zootopia.
Yes, the tags also can be fake, but also if you check out the other merch, or I think you can see other articles or items that are kind of related. You can see those and see if they look more fake or more legit.
Yeah, well, just because of what it says on the listing doesn't mean it's legit or not. You have to look at the actual product.
Yes, exactly.
Again, it's weird.
Disney, they have really good merch in plushies. I don't get why there are some characters that they really don't get.
So that one is real with an asterisk that we could be proven wrong later.
Yes. What else do you have?
Okay. Next up, we have a sleep mask with Sly Fox written on it and a sketchy picture of Nick Wilde, in a sketched style. What do you think?
I will say, I don't know. I see another slot there.
Oh, that is a little hair scrunchie that I cropped out of the picture.
I want to say it looks... it's because his art doesn't look legit, that's the thing. I'll say fake.
That's your final answer?
Yes, or... I don't think it's official.
It is official.
Oh no.
DisneyStore.Asia.
But the art style looks so weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting art style, but it's they've got a Flash and Priscilla pillow cover, a Sly Fox art thing. Yeah, so it's I don't know what to tell you. It's got a satiny hair scrunchie, and it's from the official Disney store, but specifically Disney Store Asia.
Yeah, at least the art style looks I have to admit, it does look weird.
It's a weird art style, which is why I chose it for this. But it is official. It's part of like a line of commemorative merch that is Zootopia inspired with a unique art set thing. I don't get it, but it is technically real. Fair enough. Okay, so what have you got for me next?
Okay, let's see. I have this. Okay, let's go. Let's do this one. I think of this.
Okay, Pop Mart, which was the one that was working with the other company, but Mega Space Molly. Are they space helmet versions of them? Like, the art is showing like two people with the faces of Nick and Judy pulled back like they're space helmets. That is really, really weird.
Yes. I saw this concept and I was like, huh, it looks strange.
Okay, that's okay. It says it's 100% space. I mean, okay, and they're not even like their main outfits. It's like spacesuitified versions of their outfits. Like Nick's shirt, but on a spacesuit. That is wild.
Right.
I am going to go with bootleg because this is giving like fake, because this is giving me very like, you know those sets of toys that are from these really off-brand things where it's like Justice League and then it's got like Spider-Man in it, you know?
Yep.
Like, it's giving me those vibes. I might be wrong because, again, there is the Pop Mart logo, which is the other company that was working with it, like, earlier, but, like, I cannot see why this would be a thing. Also, why do the little tiny people, are those lips or mustaches? I think they're supposed to be lips, but they look like little mustaches.
It's kind of like Kim Possible and Shigo with their mouths.
Okay, fair. But, yeah, I'm going to say fake.
Okay, where's the
Grab the link. Let's see it.
Where is it?
Huh. Okay, so it could be officially licensed.
Yes, because Space Molly, does actually have official merch, and they have tons of merch with other brands too.
Huh. The more you know. So it is real.
I don't know the ideas that sometimes these companies have for their products.
Yeah, that's a really strange idea. But, okay. It's real. So, okay, next up, we have something that, like, I could totally see, like, my sisters buying and wearing.
Okay.
Little hair ribbons. Little bows. Little hair bows.
That looks cute.
One for Nick, one for Judy.
I will say...
Gotta say, I really like the tie on the bow, you know?
Yep.
It's a bow tie. Didn't.
I will say they're handmade.
Okay.
I don't think it doesn't look official.
Okay, so you're saying not real?
Yes.
You are correct. It's from an Etsy store.
It also because like if they had the badge had said CPD or something, but no, it only says police stepped.
Ah, yep. I didn't even notice that. Okay, well, there you go.
And the stripes on the tie doesn't look too accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? They do look drawn on. So you are correct.
Yay.
Handmade. Again, though, Disney should be taking notes.
Yeah,
because
some
those are super cute.
more accessories or even jewelry. Hey, I'm doing better
Alright.
than I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm doing way worse than I expected. Okay,
What a
you're up.
twist. Okay, I'm ready. I have this. Going back.
And how many have you got left?
I have 2 left.
Okay.
Let's go with this one then.
Ooh. Okay. So it's just a hoodie, but it's got Nick and Judy on the front and then a license plate on the back with Zootopia and Police Department and ZEWTPIA. Which, okay, you know what? If you're going to spell out Zootopia on a license plate, that's a decent way to do it.
Yeah, pretty creative.
Ooh, the art though, like, I'm not sure if that is actual official art because yeah, it's the poses and everything, but I think it might be fan art of it. So I am going to say not real, unofficial, probably from Redbubble, right?
Well,
Amazon, Disney Store. Oh my goodness.
you also
When did they make these?
I have no idea. And also it has the date of the release, March 2016.
Okay. Yeah, that's in the license plate. That's clever. Officially licensed Disney apparel. Ugh.
It's the art is basically them
I am
in
doing
2D.
awful. Yeah, no, I am doing awful at this game.
So sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just kind of shocked.
I'm pretty also surprised with all the things I was able to find about the movie. Like, I didn't know this existed. Like, perhaps it's because I looked at the merch a long time ago and looking up recently, like, hey, it has been a while ever since I looked for official merch over here. Like
Yeah,
a few
fair
years
enough,
ago, like
fair enough.
before the pandemic on 2020, like there was barely any merch over here. Like it seems like with over the years they have improved a list a little.
Good. Okay, so this one though, I think I'll get you with this one.
Let's see. Huh.
It's a toy Nick with a little toy parking meter and a red convertible.
Does Evernick have a car in the movie?
No, he does not.
I think the only thing we saw him, well, he didn't even drive it.
No.
What was it? Phoenix truck.
Yeah, Finnick was driving. Like, that was a very important point that they made.
And well,
But here's another picture from the place.
interesting.
What do you think?
The coloring it's not accurate, but I remember that there are also like we have mentioned previously, there is merch that looks fake but is official. So I will say that perhaps is the case with this one because even though the car is simple, it does look good. I will say the only that's not accurate is Nick's clothing because the half-lit eyes are accurate. The eyes, his fur, all that is accurate. Even if him driving does not, but whatever.
Okay, so
I'll say it's official, but it looks bad that it kind of appears fake.
yeah, no, it was real.
Yeah,
So,
I don't get why
I
they get the
found the
coloring.
pictures.
Why do they get the coloring so wrong?
Okay, in their defense, when Nick is giving it's called a hustle sweetheart speech, he is wearing a yellow shirt.
I tend to forget that. Like
Yeah,
we are already so used to seeing Nick with the green shirt that we usually see through the movie.
But nope, he does wear a yellow shirt at this scene, and that's the day and scene where it's from. Now, granted, I found this from this, but I remembered it from way back in the day when it first came out, and this was some of the official merch.
What's not accurate is the tie. Why is the tie red?
Yeah, I don't know why there, but no, this was real. This was on, like, Toys R Us store shelves.
Yeah.
It's from Tomy Toys. Like, it's legit.
We see him using the same tie throughout the movie, and now in the sequel he's wearing a new tie. Also a little bit of a bonus here. It was mentioned by Jared Bush on Twitter that the new tie that Nick is wearing on the trailer and throughout the movie, it's a tie. The tie is a gift from Judy.
Yep. Best scene here.
And he also mentioned until there's a night howler there.
Yep, there were night howlers on there. So, yeah, Judy went out of her way to get a custom tie made.
Yeah, it's interesting that there are tons of flowers on the tie itself. Like, is there any symbolism why there are many flowers in there? I don't know.
I don't know either. But that's a topic for another time.
Yep. Okay, let's... I have one
okay,
last
so
picture.
I hit you with the, like, classic Nyx convertible. Because that is just hilariously, like, wow, they did not pay attention to, like... Well, more like, wow, they really just... they just went with an old version of the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing there was a version where he had a convertible, even though that never came up in the art book or any of the concept art or anything.
It's not accurate. Like, his design itself, it is accurate. The only thing, it's the coloring of the tie then.
I just think of a bit from Freakazoid, where it's like, how toyetic. Toyetic is a word made by marketing people based on how well a product can sell toys. Used to children.
Well then, I have a final picture.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Aw, that's a cute little keychain of Farmer Judy. Ooh.
Yes.
That's a tricky one. 'Cause, like, the plush part, like, it is very hard to make plushies that size, that detailed, by hand. But then, like, the chain at the top, like, probably does look kind of like it's handmade. I am going to say it's real.
Okay, let's
Like
see.
a Disney Store exclusive thing.
Here it is. Yes, it is real.
Yep,
It's
Shanghai Disney Store.
Exactly. This was released last year.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I get a point.
There's tons of keychains that are, in this case, kind of little plushies, and they're very cute. They're very adorable.
So, last one is actually going to be in a couple of parts because it is lots of different images, and, like, the main one with all of them doesn't really do it justice. There.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's a bunch of different small things, but all in one set.
Kind of like Lego.
Yeah, kind of like it.
Nick looks so weird on this version.
He does. But, like, I can see that being how Lego would do it.
Judy looks a bit more accurate, but as weird as Nick looks, Boko kind of looks okay. Like, Judy's face is technically accurate, even though her head looks weird. Flash's expressions also.
There's a picture of all of them just side by side. And I love the little Mr. Big, like, mini brick.
Yes. There's tons of sets of different scenes from the movie. I'll want to say that this is legit. Like I said, the only thing that sets me off is Nick. Aside that, because I said, like, Flash's and Judy's expressions are really accurate. The one that throws me off is Nick. Besides that, I'll say it's real.
Unfortunately, it is not real. It was a beta idea from Lego Ideas where people can submit their mock-ups and, like, here's what would make a great Lego set.
Okay.
But nope, it did not actually make the cut. It only got 620 supporters when it needed 10,000. But props to Night Fury Builder. This is really well made.
Yeah.
Like, as a mock-up, it is amazingly well made.
Interesting.
And props to him also for, at the end of the description, going, I have an idea, I have the project, and I have a dream. The only thing I don't have are the votes to make it happen. Will you help me make it happen? From the old version of the movie where Nick is going around pitching Wild Times to banks and such.
Oh, right.
Okay, so with that, I think you're around like 2 points-ish. I'm still probably in the negative, so congratulations.
Hey.
You win.
Yeah, I feel better now that I really thought I was going to do terrible or that my pictures were going to be a bit telling that if they were real or not.
I was fooled. I was fooled very thoroughly. Well done.
Yay.
Well done, PinkStar. Well done.
Thank you. This last one of Lego really also threw me off. It was almost like, I thought it was kind of like similar to the last one with Nick and the convertible, that it looks so bad that it's real.
Yeah, I know, right? And like, I would love it if Lego had ever done this.
It would have been a very cool idea. Like, they have also done tons of things with Disney, like what they didn't with Zootopia, but okay.
Yeah. They've done licensed Disney stuff before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Perhaps now with the sequel coming up, they might feature it.
Hint, hint, Disney. Hint, hint.
Okay. Now, finishing that up. Well, you can give us your comments on YouTube.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Post in the comments how you did.
Yeah, what do you think of this merch you saw? Like with the official ones, the fake ones, which ones were your favorite?
And what do you think Disney should do for Zootopia 2 merch, now that they've got a second shot at it?
Because there are many ideas of what they can do of merch with the sequel coming up.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your ideas of what they should do and what we should do. Because again, ZNN, we are currently in the process of finding companies and working with them to make some ZNN merch. So again, 50% off if you join our Patreon at $10 tier.
And don't forget also that at the 5 tier, you can join the recordings of these episodes on Discord.
Yep. It's always a fun time. And it's great to see people's, doing their own scores in the comments. So.
And also, I think I have a bit of an idea. What about we have a little dynamic also on Twitter? Like, if you guys have any either official merch that you think it's kind of like very original, that it doesn't look as if it were official, or vice versa, something official that looks fake, you can share your pics on Twitter. We can make a post for you guys to share what you guys have.
Yeah, tag us at Zootopia_news.
It will be interesting to see if you guys also have either merch or also what you have seen on the internet that you think it would be cool if these were official, or I would love to have this merch.
Yeah. So definitely let us know, and let's continue the conversation in the comments and such. But until next time, I'm Andy Lagopus.
And I'm PinkStar, and this has been It's Called a Podcast, sweetheart.
Boom.